Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Stranger Things 5 Volume 1 is out right now on Netflix, the first 4 episodes. And I was debating if I was going to do a video like this where I would review them in each volume and next do a full on season review. Like Stranger Things, been doing this for the past 15 years ish, milking the shit out of Stranger Things, getting to the point where they look like they're 40, still stuck in high school. Might as well do it too with the finale season. If you guys are worried about spoilers, I won't be doing any. I will be doing like a season spoiler review at some point, but I'm just gonna be very vague talking about the 4 episodes. I do think that this first volume is already better than most of season 4. I honestly did think season 4 was pretty weak. From what I remembered, I did rewatch like the first 2 seasons, but did not end up rewatching season 3 or 4. I just don't really care about those seasons at all. But this time around, I was already enjoying it a lot more. I thought there was a lot more tension, there was a lot more suspense. You pick up sometime after the previous season. Vecna has kind of gone a bit in hiding. He's kind of like working in the background once again. Kids are going missing. There's this kind of subplot with Mike's sister Holly. There's kind of like some form of subplot with her. I found that to be a very interesting storyline. It actually gives Mike something to do, and that's kind of like my issue with some of the previous seasons, that a lot of these main leads and the side characters have nothing to do. But now we're actually doing stuff, and better yet, there is no new characters. Like there's maybe like introducing like new characters that are having slight involvements, but there is no like setting up new characters to have like huge roles in the season and just to set them up to kill them off later. I'm glad that it's just the main focus on the main leads, and now the tension can be on them. And if something does bad happen, hopefully now they can start killing off main lead characters. I'm not saying that I want these characters that die or anything, but at least then it actually starts adding tension instead of just setting up a new character to just kill them off. So I like that the tension is on them at least. Will become much more of a vocal point in this season already. They are doing a lot more stuff with him as a character, kind of setting up more stuff with them, connecting back to season 1. I really don't care about him having a feelings for Mike's storyline. I don't. It doesn't. Either way, it's not a good ending for anyone, even if he does end up getting Mike. And hear me out before everyone starts calling me a homophobic or anything. I like Robin as a character, and I like that they set up a love interest with her in this season. There's nothing good that's going to come out of it because one, Mike really likes Eleven since season 1, and that's all he's been thinking about. And ever since, it's like, where's 11? Where is she? Is she still alive? Like, is she okay? It's always 11. So he's always going to go for 11 no matter what. If somehow he does a 360 and next suddenly wants to be with Will after Will reveals to him, oh, I want to be with, I like you type of deal, then from a writing standpoint, it doesn't make any sense because it was never once hinted at. If it was really any other character, then maybe I could find Will's, you know, love interests of being gay would make more sense. But with being Mike, it just doesn't really make any sense. And I really do like how much action is in this season. This is like for volume, for this first volume, just speaking off of, on this first volume, there is so much action. Like it's so intense, it's so much fun. It's the tension is at 100 right now. I haven't felt this tension since like season 2, and I'm really enjoying what they are doing with the military. Now the military are kind of like one note a bit, tiny bit, because they're kind of like the cliche villains of like, oh, we're looking for 11, we need to find her, we need to do something with her to stop Vecna. It's very cliche, and they're kind of at some point just body bags for Vecna. Overall, I think this is a fantastic first start for season 5. Can't wait to see what they do next going forward. That being said, I still have a lot more issues. The other things I mentioned were kind of nitpicks. There's still issues in this season that I had in previous seasons. They still have a problem at dragging out storylines to just fill out the runtime, and I find that to be annoying. There's a certain subplot in episode 2 and it takes like the whole episode to be revealed when I already knew from episode 1 what it was. It's supposed to be this shocking reveal to us, and then I wish the reveal was a little bit more quicker so then we can focus on other things, because one storyline that completely already got dropped, who knows, they can reintroduce it in the next episodes. I don't think they will. One of the storylines that was very interesting towards the end of the last season was the town turning on Hellfire. Like them thinking that Hellfire is like a cult or something. I thought, and like the town was kind of uprising, something like almost like Halloween Kills in a way. But that whole entire storyline is practically dropped and really just kind of shrinking down to just on Dustin with the high school, basketball kids picking on him and beating him up. And after that, it's never ever really brought up ever again. And it doesn't really have much involvement at all. It just seems like it was going to have a bigger arc for the season, or a bigger involvement in the season. And yet it's just like the town's like, it's like whatever. But these couple of high schoolers are upset because Dustin is antagonizing them, and he really cared about Eddie. I did find a couple moments cheap, like a fake out moment. They kind of do it 2 times already in this season, and I found it to be a little annoying. And I'm like, okay, well, that was stupid. Like that was just a way to play with my emotions and not really actually mean anything towards the end. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I think episode 1 is the best one that they put out so far. I think I would give episode 1 like an A-. Episode 2 kind of like a C+, maybe a B-, in that kind of range. And episode 3 and episode 4 a B+. Overall though, it's already off on a better start. I'm going to give Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 a B+. Overall, I really enjoyed these first 4 episodes. Definitely go check them out if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll be back with Volume 2 and of course the finale episode on New Year's Eve or New Year's, whenever that is. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys very much for watching. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.